So I agree, but I think men gotta be like more aware of who they approaching and how they're approaching the women. I think that's the disconnect here.
Let me say this real quick because this is crazy. The men in the chat calling this what she's saying at one point in time. That's the approach that pimps took. That wasn't simping. That's pimping. When you approach a chick, you know what I'm saying, or when she see you so much.
I personally ain't never seen no videos of this stuff, but also I'm not a man, so I don't know what y'all experience is. So I'm not going to invalidate it. I will say that women do be taking shit a little too far, but I think the issue really is why women take the shit too far is because men be approaching women. It's never the people that you would want to approaching you, right? It's like the videos that I have seen one video, and it was like a person approaching a woman where it's like you really like you didn't have no chance. Now, should that woman have recorded that and took that to social media? No. But then other thing is like people got to start approaching people that's in their like look bracket, right? Because we don't know like your personality. We don't know like if you're a family oriented man or if you just this great amazing man. We don't know none of that, right? All we got is your first impressions on how you approach us and like how you coming together in that package, right? That's all we got to gauge. That is all we got to gauge right there. First impressions are everything, and that's applicable to like how you even get my attention, how you communicate with me, the conversation, what you leading with, how you dress, like your physical keptness, all of that, your smell, all of that is a part of my first observation of you. And I think that when men are approaching, in my experience, it be like you ain't even coming correctly in any regard. You're not coming correct. So if you're not coming correct to me, I'm sure you probably ain't came correct with the other people that you might have been approaching. So it's like, as a man, I feel like, yes, it is a way that as a woman, you should receive that man. Because if the man is coming to you in a certain type of way, even if you're not interested for whatever that reason is, I think you should definitely be respectful in your decline. And even if I'm not, so I agree, but I think men gotta be like more aware of who they approaching and how they're approaching the women. I think that's the disconnect here.
Let me say this real quick because this is crazy. The men in the chat calling this what she's saying at one point in time. That's the approach that pimps took. That wasn't simping. That's pimping. When you approach a chick, you know what I'm saying, or when she see you so motherfucking fly that she got no choice but to choose you. That was the game. And if you wasn't fly, then you ain't get chose. So if you don't know how to approach a female, you know what I'm saying, and in a manner of where it's like, hey, you got no choice but to come, you know what I'm saying, to go. Because this is who I am. This my game. And either you gonna go for it or you gonna or you ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
That's split tongue talking, bro.
Hold on. Let me get Hink in there. Let me get some other perspectives in there because I know we just hearing like from two people as far as the guys. Hink, you want to chime in a little bit on this, man? I have men are approaching women.
Yeah, I mean, we just added a whole new subject that wasn't even on your list, JR, but hey, it's part of what happens on Lapeef and Sunday. It's a beautiful thing we got going. So be it. So let me say this. I don't believe in the excuses that I'm hearing. And Sweetie, you trying to come over and say, I know the reason why. No, those sound like lame ass excuses. Now, whatever reason they lame, Sweetie.
So every man, these women just said no men are approaching. We know this without a shadow of a doubt that men at large are no longer approaching. And you're gonna say it's because
I said he wanted to hear from other voices. God damn it, Sweetie.
This is wild.
Stop. I got you, man. I'm gonna give the mic back, and I know you want to get your voice back, and I'm gonna give it back to you. But look here, we need to stop making excuses. Like I said, what I sit there and watched last night. A guy was so scared. She's right next to this man, and you couldn't open up your goddamn mouth and say 2 words. I don't believe in making excuses for shit like this. Why are you scared to approach a woman? Now that's your daddy's fault, because your daddy should have told you and taught you how to talk to a woman. And if you didn't have a father, there was somebody in your neighborhood. Dude, we used to go to the mall, go to the skating rink, go to the movie theater, and we play games on who's gonna get the most goddamn numbers. Please believe you me. There was times we got rejected.
Come on,
we didn't get what we want. We got the wrong number. I'm calling a Pizza Hut, and that wasn't my intention. My intention was to get a hold of her, and I'm calling the goddamn Pizza Hut. I have to accept, Sweetie, calm down, brother. I got
because you. Y'all saying it's about rejection. It's not about the rejection. They're men. When men talk about the reason why they don't approach, it's not about being rejected. Y'all keep saying, "Oh, you scared of rejection." No, it's
yes, they are.
No, they're not.
That's the problem. Most of them are scared of rejection. Most of them are not aware of. Look here, man. Look here. Them dudes do stupid shit. No, sweetie. Them kids do dumb shit. Why would you put a fight that you had in school on video? How smart is that? They do dumb shit. They record shit. So you don't think the girls going to be doing the same silly shit while recording them while they get rejected? Yes, they are. But please believe you me. Please believe you me. It's going to happen. Move on. It's just a different form of rejection that they put it on. Okay, cool. No problem, bitch. Fuck you. Go about your business and move on to the next one. Dude, rejection is a part of the game. We had to learn it. That's how you build up that callous. That's how you build up your confidence when you was getting the right ones. And that's how you build up your callous when you got rejected. You accept it and you move on. We're used to that. We're going to get more no's than we're ever going to get yeses. That's a part of life.
Man. Come on,
it's always going to be a part of life. For these young cats out here talking about they scared because they're getting turned down, and how they getting turned down because they getting videotaped. Man, once you see she start pulling out the phone and doing that shit, walk away. Don't even continue the conversation. Walk the fuck away. Don't hang around. Don't stand around. Don't sit there and watch it go down. You know what she's doing. If she's not giving you that type of move on, man.
Don't listen to this shit.
Move the fuck on, man. These preachers trying to come up to sit there and allow this shit to happen and go down like it's so. Dog, it's a part of the game plan, Sweeney.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Part of the game. Don't be scared to talk to a girl.
Bro, that is not a part of the game.
In your room with goddamn lotion and beat your goddamn meat all night because you too scared to talk to a female.
So why is it that we why is it that we try to tell men to push through the worst type of people rather than telling women, hey, you don't think that, I think it's a problem if you decide to record a man who decided to come up and approach you. Just like we would not have told any woman, hey, you know that you don't have to give that man no fake number. You could just tell him no, it's okay. No, we tell them, I understand why you have to give out a Google Voice number. I understand the problems that come along with, hey, you don't want to open up yourself to this. Being recorded and publicly embarrassed in front of the world is not something that's par for the course. Because I guarantee you, if any one of us experienced that, like we've seen kids go viral and kill themselves from being in fights. Like they lost a fight and it went viral of them getting beat up on camera, and they turned around and took themselves out.
This is why, this is why our young people are so weak. This is why I took a lot of ass whoopings when I fought. I ain't win a lot of fights. I lost more than I won. But guess what? I'm not gonna go and off myself because of that. A woman tell me no. Hink, your lips are too big. I don't want to deal with you. Hink, you ugly. I don't want to deal. I heard that shit. But guess what?
Never went viral taking ass whooping.
Trying to get with them women. It never stopped me. It never scared me. It never made me feel some way. It made me want to go out there and go even harder to get them. That's what it made me do.
Hink, you never went viral taking an ass whooping, bro.
Sweeney, let me ask you this real quick. So when you were growing up,
trying to get back in the hold that.
Oh, real quick, just for context. Just for context. So, Sweeney, when you were growing up, were you the type of guy that would pursue multiple women at clubs or at events or whatever? Were you one to actually pursue and engage in conversations with women before you got married?
Yes.
How often was it? Would you consider yourself a player type? Were you always just kind of one? I
wouldn't say I was a player. I wasn't batting 1,000, but I never had a problem approaching women. No, I used to be able to approach if I like. I approach her. However, the point that I'm making isn't about taking rejection, because at that time, that element wasn't there. That element of being accused, that element of somebody calling you a creep, that shit wasn't there when I was approaching girls. They'd say no, I'll walk away. That was the normal part for the course. I shot a lot of DMs and stuff. They say no, I'm good. You keep it pushing. What I'm saying is that if you like we're sitting there confused, but they're telling us the reason why they don't approach. And you don't get this level of failure where you have an entire women, by and large, including Mila. She just said that her DMs are dry as hell right now. She don't really go out. There ain't no dudes ain't going to brunches. They ain't going to the bars. Everything is a chick fest now. There's a reason for that. And they've been telling y'all for at least a half a decade now why they've been doing it. And to sit here and ignore that and be like, oh, you niggas is just weak.
How many videos have you seen of women recording men after they was rejected?
Hundreds.
Where?
That's what you're looking for.
YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, World Star.
What's the age? What's the age demographic on these videos?
It ranges. It could be from 18 all the way up to 40.
All right, y'all. Let me get hold on, y'all. Let me get Jay.
That's
hold on. I want to get Jay and let me get Luis in there.
You could go back to I think that's all you wanted to ask, Mila. The age. That's all you. What I'm saying is, all right. The percentage you saying you've seen hundreds of these videos. How much of that have you seen in real life? Because a lot of these videos, TikTok, YouTube, I mean, I'm positive this stuff does happen. You know what I mean? I don't doubt it. It does happen. However, the percentage in real life that you see this stuff happens, I'm sure is much lower than, we're giving credit to.
Let me ask you.
Hold on, Sweeney.
And you said about being falsely accused. I can understand that. I can understand that for any men, but nobody is in a club full of women thinking about, I'm not gonna holler at her because she looked like she gonna falsely accuse me. Nobody's bringing that to their mind when they're in that situation. So what I'm saying is there's a disconnect of what's being fed to some of these men online versus what's going on in reality face to face. And I think a lot of this online stuff is perpetuating the extreme version of something that's not happening in real life. You know what I mean? Like I was at Walgreens yesterday and I saw this little cutie in front of me and I'm like, I'm not on it like that right now. I'm not, my hunger is not on it right now. Maybe when the weather warm up, I'll be a little more aggressive, but I was just looking and I was like, damn, I already had the line in my head, I seen she had a little heating pad in her arm, that she was purchasing. I owned that particular heating pad. Boom, that was the opening. You know what I mean? I'd come like, yo, you made a good purchase right there, or you about to make a good purchase. I own that. That just a conversation starter, and then boom, I could have took it wherever I wanted to. I already played that out in my head. But what I'm saying is I think that the men nowadays are listening to a lot of this propaganda online and they're taking that to real life and they're just sitting still. When in reality, a lot of this stuff being shown online, man, just like the video about the Cheesecake Factory, like that was a fake video. You know what I'm saying? You had a bunch of people making videos reacting to that situation. That was a fake setup situation. You know what I'm saying? That girl has a bunch of videos like that, and they got everybody in the uproar. Oh, the Cheesecake Factory. It was a fake video. You know what I mean? So think about, if that was fake, think about how many more of these videos are manufactured specifically to go viral.
Hold on. We got to get Luis in there. Hold tight, Swim.
Right, well, I got to go there. I got to go. Well, shit, why I supposed to be going to the damn Sunday dinner?
Say what you got to say, Sweeney.
Yeah,
man.
But no, though. I'm not in disagreement with you, but it's the reality of the situation. Just like when I guarantee you, I can ask Mila the same question. Well, how many guys done called you out your name or whatever in regards to you giving them, saying no to them? And she would probably say very few, if any. But she still does it. You know what I mean? And that's how I look at the men's situation. Yeah, you probably haven't experienced too many women record you or laugh at you in your face or embarrass you in a club. But enough bad stories go around and it changes the culture. And that's what we saw. That's what we're seeing on an epic level, just like women adjusted and changed within the culture to how they deal with men and how they approach men. It's the same thing that you're seeing with the men. That's why I'm like, you can't look at something that on a mass level is happening and then just strictly reduce it to, oh, it's just something wrong with you niggas. No, there's something that's happening that's causing this. Now, if we want to solve for that, we can solve for that first. But you don't jump past that. That's what I got to say. But I'll holler at y'all later, man.
All right, Sweeney.
Out of here, huh? Go ahead, Luis.
Yeah, man. I think Jay was onto something, about the sort of the culture of creating fake scenarios and fake hypothetical reactions, right, off of clickbaits and views. I understand that, and I see that happening. But also, I've seen the other side and the other component where certain men have shot their shot and the woman has turned them down respectfully, and then they become aggressive and abrasive, right? I'll give you an example. The three girlfriends that were out to dinner in New York, and the guy was like, they were outside, they were, dressed nice, and the dude was just coming through. He was in like construction jeans and Timberland boots on, and he was trying to talk to him, and they kind of turned him down. He kept on going and going and going, didn't get the hint, and they started recording it because they felt uncomfortable. The dude left, and then he came back and he started shooting at the chicks that were outside having dinner outside the restaurant. So there is a level of predatory aggression that is unnecessary that sometimes is caught on video, whether it's through people's cell phone or through businesses, etc. We cannot deny that. We cannot deny that happens. Does that happen at a large mass? Absolutely not. I don't think that. I think those are isolated instances, but women are much more quicker to pull out their phones to record once they pass the threshold of feeling uncomfortable, or there is a sort of a radar of uncertainty when dealing with someone who just won't take no for an answer. I could understand that happening, and I can understand that happening much more than just women. Oh, here comes this guy. He's coming to shoot his shot. I got my phone ready and start recording. I don't think that is happening. I think that there's two partfuls. I think there's the fake scenarios, and I think that there's the line that people tend to kind of cross after receiving no. But that's just my thoughts.
And if we're talking about community here,
crazy, man. This is I just don't get it. There's no way. Look, I asked my son. I said, son, what if he's like, look, what would be your first line you say to him? And he just ran his game. I had to give him a nod. That sounds good to me. I might have to use it myself. It was so cold. I said, I might have to use that motherfucker myself. I said, right on. I was about to say his name. I'm sorry. Look, that's how you talk to a woman. Don't say, hey, yo, hey, shorty. No. Maybe that's a lot of y'all problem right then and there. Y'all coming, hey, shorty, hey, white baby. No. So, hey, excuse me, ma'am. How you doing? I was just in the area, and put whatever words you want out there. Come respectfully. And just maybe her rejection, even if she rejects you, won't be as harsh.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't quick to pull out that phone because she don't feel like you a threat. And don't go asking, well, why can't I have your number? Let it be. If she say
like
no,
oh, that's my pet peeve right there.
I understand. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and walk away. That's it. But y'all want to go interrogate the heifer. Y'all trying to break her all the way down. And I know you really don't get.
You can't have
you don't like me, do you? No, I don't. Just let it go. Take the no and keep it moving, man. That's all you got to do. Take the no and keep it moving. Matter of fact, do a solid. If she got a friend right next to her, what about you? Fuck it. Why not? Where she can tell you no, and I'm gonna go all the way around the goddamn table and get your practice up. That's all you do. But y'all want to go by her. Y'all ready to fight the heifers. Y'all ready to go toe to toe, knuckle up like she's some hard ankle. Y'all ready to go at her. You think that's gonna win you over something?
No. And we're talking about community, and here we are. People are trying to embrace this soft ass perception of being men. It's crazy. It just like Hink said, if it's a table full of women and I got my eye on this one, I'm gonna talk to everybody at the table and slowly make my way to the one that I want to talk to. The icebreaker is everything. Even if the broad feel that you ugly, if you can make her laugh a couple times, you smell good, you look good, you in there. It's not hard. It's not hard. I don't care if I done seen a million videos of niggas getting turned down and embarrassed or whatever. If I'm out somewhere and I see something I like, I'm going after it. That's what men do. That's what else are you supposed to do? You just gonna hang up or hold up the wall?
Let women dance on women all night. I don't get that either.
Come on, man. It's time
men
to step
just
up,
sit and
man.
let women twerk on each other all night.
Let's be behind here. It's time to step up, man.
Look here, man.
Yo, let me tell you something.
There's millionaire baseball players who are bet a little bit less than 300 out of 10 bets. They're betting on they only hitting two bets. They hit the ball 2 times and getting millionaire. If that's all you need, that's all you need. You only need one, unless you're a player like Jay and you trying to get every woman in the club. Then I know what you're doing. But if I'm trying to come out just one, I'm good. That's all I need.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. I went to brunch like maybe a month ago, and I was at the bar, and I was talking to 2 female friends, and we're having drinks and eating and whatever. I remember seeing these 2 Nigerian brothers walk in. You know what I'm saying? Regular suave, fucking very confident. Yo, they had, because there's like 3 different sections, had a whole section back there, like just full of women. This is why I be saying there are more women outside right now than there are men. Every time I pull up somewhere, there's like 80% women and 20% men. Like that is genuinely the number that I tend to kind of see. There's like 50-50, absolutely not. They're outnumbering dudes. Yo, those dudes pulled up, they sat down, grabbed a drink, started conversation, then went from another table. And next thing you know, a song came out. Yo, dudes are doing the absolute most. They absolutely shut that entire section. Had all those women, circling around. There's a level of confidence that you have to have in yourself, in your approach. You know what I'm saying? That, allows you to separate from other people. Stop trying to blend in, man. Separate yourself and stand out, especially if there's whether you know how to dance, whether you have a cold mouthpiece and you know how to approach women, especially the approach that Hank had laid out. You do not go up in a place and try to hold up the wall. It is a waste of your time. You know what I'm saying? Like, go out, approach women, have conversations and really push through. Obviously, they say no, just move around, man.
Jay, you want to say something? Okay, go ahead, Hank.
Y'all better be glad I'm not out there no more. And I'm hearing about these spots that they got nothing but women in it. Shit, I'm killing them.
We be in trouble.
And look here, I half of y'all percentage y'all men are sissies anyway. I ain't got to compete with you. You scared motherfuckers are worried about getting rejected or putting on cam. I ain't got to worry about you. I'm out there killing them. And I'm gonna be the center of that. I'm gonna think I'm a goddamn pimp. All the women gonna be around me. And I ain't got the money like JR, but I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna kill them. You know why? Because I know how to talk to them. I know how to have a conversation, and I'm not scared of being rejected. Tell me no if you want to. That's cool. There's another table over. Let me make my presence felt. Yes, sir. Y'all don't stand a chance if Hank's in a goddamn building.
And the late great, real quick, the late great Kevin Samuels, originally his page was about men empowering themselves, dressing nice, smelling good, going out, knowing how to talk to a woman, knowing how to walk into a room and command the looks as you walk in that motherfucker. That's what works. That's what women look for. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to be an alpha male. You ain't got to play that role. As long as you walk in that motherfucker confident, you smell good, you look good, you put together, you can't lose. Somebody gonna look at you. And if you there on a mission, you paying attention to your surroundings. Oh, okay, I see Shorty over here. She decent, she eyeing me. But I'm over here. Man, I like this. Bet I'm finna make my route. I'm gonna talk to both of them. And she, the one that I really like, she probably gonna be on me harder because she see that I ain't sticking on this one. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the game, man. Y'all got to get out, get off the internet, go outside, read some books. The Art of Seduction.
That's a great book.
What Iceberg Slim, his book. If you want to go there, there's plenty of books out there with the information that you wouldn't even somebody recording. Oh, that ain't gonna happen to me, because it won't. If you know how to play the game, it ain't gonna happen. So it's, man, come on, man. Men need to step back up, man. We not accepting this in 2024. Period.
Walk the room, fella. Walk the goddamn room. Walk the room. Man, you ought to be going there like a scout, just paying attention. Have your head on a goddamn swivel. Walk the room. Go to the bathroom. Map out where you're going to go first. What table you're going to hit first. What if you're going to go to the bar first and hit them women up at the bar. Map it out. In your head, tell yourself, yeah, I'm going to hit this bar. Yeah, that ball over looks a little slim, a little thin. I don't need to go over. Yeah. Ain't shit popping off. But I know that's where I'm going to go to get the drink for the ladies, because ain't nobody over there. But that table over to the right, oh, there's a lot of potential. Hit that first. And then the things are right. Don't go to the same table in the same area. Go to the other side of the room and hit that table. That's how you do it. Map it out. When you first go in the club, you look around. Find exits, know what's going on, what's popping. Then you go walk around the room. Then make your way to the bathroom like, okay, this is what I need to do first. I'm hit that one, hit that second. If things ain't popping off, I'm going to the one closer to the exit. It looks like it's something happened over there. Oh, what the dance floor looking like? The dance floor popping? Oh, yeah, that's where I want to go at next. But you got to map out the plan, baby, and have a conversation. Know how to talk in a respectful manner. You got a chance. You're going to come out there with something. Even if it's a booger wolf at the end of the night, because things just in hop. Get you a booger wolf and go knock her down.
Yeah, also too, there are situations like if the bar is full and there isn't space, but I've seen tables of 3, only be occupied by 2 women. Like, map out your situation. If you know the bartender, be like, yo, what are they 2 having? You know what I'm saying? If they're low, go over there and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And introduce yourself and sit at that table, and then tell your guy to bring over a drink, sit down, you converse, and start opening up conversations, right? A lot of women, that approach for me has always worked. And a lot of other women pay attention. Now they're paying, like, who is this who just showed up and just pulled up at their table very confidently and got them drinks while I've been sitting here in this line and I can't even get attended, right? And sort of there is a bit of a je ne sais quoi that you have to develop that separates you. You know what I'm saying? And, that's one approach. And then if they get up and leave or you move about, now other women, like they're trying to come over a little bit closer to you, probably bump you a couple times and say, oh, excuse me, and you start conversation from there. But there's an entire map out situation. Like, don't just stay in one spot.
Yeah, we got to go ahead and close out. Y'all know we're running over time. Also, keep in mind too, a lot of people can bag them, but they can't keep them. So you got to start thinking a little bit long term when it comes to how to keep them, man. Because just because you got them, it don't necessarily mean it's gonna last. You just one action away. It can be as far as word. It can be some stupid shit you just do. You can just ruin it from there. So because you bag them, you got to know how to make sure that you keep them. Planning things works out too, man. If you got things planned, especially if you organize and structured, and you got everything mapped out how you want it to be, you'd be surprised how far they take you. And it could be something simple. Just you got to have an activity, eat, and some drinks. It's all about the experience, though, man. Ambiance is everything. Ambiance is everything. Them hidden gems, you'd be surprised.